Hi guys, this is Zack again, and today I want to talk about the 7th show of the WWE Cruiserweight Classic, which also featured the last matches of the round of the best 16 wrestlers. Well, I want to start with the first match. The first match, Lince Dorado versus Rich Swann. And Rich Swann, he definitely is over as fuck because the crowd just loves the party atmosphere he brings with him. He's a fun guy and people, of course, love that. It was quite funny that Lince Dorado decided to have a little dance-off with Swann and dance too. Certainly helped him. The match itself, as to be expected of those two guys, good high-flying match. Very fast-paced, nothing we have never seen before, but, well, it was really entertaining, and that Rich Swann won. Good decision, because, of course, in the tournament, you always need some guys the crowd recognizes and knows. So, good booking decision here, and a very nice match. Now, the second match was Drew Gulak versus Zack Sabre Jr., and as I expected, it was a very technical match. It was what you call a wrestling clinic. They had lots of submissions, lots of chain wrestling, tons of counters, and everything very technical. And with Zack Sabre, we know that Drew Gulak has improved that much since I've last seen him in Combat Zone Wrestling. Great. In the end, Zack Sabre won by some sort of roll-up. Definitely smart on his behalf, but it didn't hurt Drew Gulak really, because he was just outsmarted, but he held his own in this match. And Sabre, that he advanced, good decision. He's just plain awesome. I really want to see more of him, and I hope that WWE keeps their eye on Drew Gulak, because he is very good too. Well, the last match of the round of the best 16 was Johnny Gargano versus TJ Perkins. And it was expected that these two would deliver, and of course they did. We have TJ Perkins, who before the match said he's a good technician too, not only a striker and high flyer. Johnny Gargano, we all know he's a great technician. And they don't call him Johnny Wrestling for nothing. And both started with submissions and lots of technical stuff, and it got more and more heated and more intense. And in the end, Johnny Gargano, to the surprise of some people, I'm sure, had to tap out to TJP. But I think it's the right decision, because Johnny Gargano has more important stuff to do than the Cruiserweight Classic. He's this close to maybe being called up as soon as a spot opens, so good decision to have TJP advance here. Again, a great show. And the quarterfinals, Akira Tozawa versus Gran Metalik is the first quarterfinal match, I think. I hope Tozawa wins, because he's such an intense guy. Gran Metalik, of course, a good high flyer. Due to cultural diversity, I think that Metalik might win here. I'm going into that later, why I think he will win here. Still, it's a coin toss, and the match should be great no matter what, because Tozawa and Metalik are both very, very good in-ring performers. Then we have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nolden, which shouldn't be anywhere near as close as Tozawa Gran Metalik, because Dar has a great reputation, and he still didn't really show why, at least in the Cruiserweight Classic, while Zack Sabre Jr. has proven to be everything that was promised, if you haven't seen him before at least. So Sabre Jr. should win this thing, and maybe he can even help Noam Dar, proving that he has this renown not because of his exotic status being an Israeli wrestler, but because he really is a great guy. And then we have Brian Kendrick versus Kota Ibushi, and I think Ibushi will win here, because we have the whole story around Brian Kendrick, but Kendrick is good, but he is not as good as Ibushi or Sabre or Tosawa or Swann or TJP, I think. So his story should end here, and Ibushi should win. The match should be good, no doubt about it. But if Ibushi doesn't advance, being one of the best high or cruiserweights in the world, it would surprise me at least. And that's why I think that Tosawa Metalik is even more close because, well, two Japanese guys in the semifinals, I don't see it, at least not in WWE, but, well, maybe I'm surprised, or I'll be surprised. TJ Perkins versus Rich Swann is the last quarterfinals match, and yeah, well, I think TJP's story will continue here because Rich Swann, as cool as he is, as much as the crowd loves him, well, he's on NXT, he's already over. Him winning this tournament would sure help him, but he really doesn't need to win it. And TJ Perkins, to have another new guy, a new face for the WWE audience, advance and beat another NXT guy, well, that sure can get him some heat, and he sure can utilize that in a great way in a semi-final against Ibushi, for example, would immediately get Ibushi over. And, well, still, we'll see. I think TJP will win this. The match should be great, and yeah, well, hopefully you'll like this review, and yeah, I'd love you to tune in for the next stuff that will come. I don't know what's next. I think Backlash is next, or maybe even the next Cruiserweight Classic episode. As I said, I'd be happy if you tuned in. So until then, have a nice day.